Over the last 2 weeks, Local 3 News has been exploring the lasting effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, nurse burnout, staffing shortages, learning loss, and more. In our series, Coping with COVID, Liam Collins is looking at how to solve those problems. Tonight, he brings those questions to the people with the power to solve them.
Politics has become far more tense throughout the COVID pandemic. Face masks and vaccines have been the center of political debate. Tonight, we cut through all of that and asked two state representatives from the Tennessee Valley how they think the state should move on from the pandemic and what the state already has done to make that happen. When the COVID storm rolled through, so much devastation was left behind. Hospitals overrun, dangers lurked around every corner for first responders. It created a monsoon of problems across the board, problems leaders in Nashville scrambled to solve.
Looking back, there have been some things we have done differently? Well, that's the case in any type of a situation.
We've attempted to take local control away, so I think we have to reinstate those controls.
Representative Yusuf Hakeem and Senator Todd Gardenhire represent Hamilton County in the Tennessee General Assembly. Since the beginning, they say they had concerns about how to tackle the response to the pandemic.
In Tennessee, it was definitely a bipartisan effort. I never heard anything at all about partisanship in this.
To me, it was not handled in a bipartisan way. Initially, I believe we all were on the same page. We had a difficult problem ahead of us.
Almost entirely along party lines, the Tennessee General Assembly passed a range of bills during a COVID special session in October. Among those bills, ones that would ban vaccine mandates, protect unemployment benefits for people who lost their jobs because of a vaccine mandate, and centralize public health decisions to Nashville.
Let the courts decide once and for all where that freedom line is and where the public safety line is.
What the state has done is to put billions of dollars into the system, but unfortunately, in a lot of instances, what we tried to do was micromanage.
But pandemic problems have persisted. Staffing shortages crippled small businesses, forcing thousands to close their doors for good.
Efforts are being made to really move it forward. Quite frankly, I think we're going to have some incentives.
There's no incentive that I can think about to bring back somebody to do it. If we ever go down that road, it never ends.
Children fell behind up to 5 months in some subjects.
I don't know that once we've lost 5 months, I don't know we can get 5 months back. A lot depends on where parents are in this situation.
Right now, I think there's difficulty for the teachers. They sometimes question what to teach and how to teach it, whether I'm going to be sued.
The resource they need, time and patience to make it all right.
Whose freedom do we protect? Do we protect the teachers? Do we protect that child?
We are recuperating and becoming economically the Tennessee that we were.
Tennessee, Georgia, North Carolina, and Alabama still have over $3 billion in federal American Rescue Plan funds that they still haven't spent. Thursday on Local 3 News at 6, we look at where that money has already gone and what Hakeem and Gardenhire think it should go toward. In the studio, Liam Collins, Local 3.